Hi everyone, Kay Christofferson, representative from District 56, Lehigh, American Fork, and Highland. And it's the end of week 2. Other than fighting through bad weather on roads, been an interesting week. The first thing I want to talk about is our Transportation Committee. I had one bill that we discussed. I'm the chair of the House Transportation Committee, and we were discussing privatization of people's their personal information that is used by the Division of Licensing, driver's license, and they've allowed the University of Utah to use that information for genetic research and to find out, it helps them in the research on diseases. And that's an important thing to do, but we also want to protect privacy of personal information. And so there was a big discussion on that, and one of the things that we realized as a committee is that they need to get together, the two parties, and spend some more time and say, can we do both? Can we protect private information and get the proper notification to those whose information is used, and if possible, get their authorization, and allow the University of Utah to continue to use that information for their research, which is very valuable. So it's a tough tug of war there, but we're gonna work that out. Next, I wanted to talk about, we've had a lot of information and I've received a lot of emails about gun control and gun laws. Just wanted to let you know that the red flag law, or the proposed bill, has been withdrawn, and so we won't be dealing with that. So I'm in favor of gun rights. I don't want to impose on gun rights. I think we've got enough laws now to protect people, so I'm going to watch that very closely. Third is, one of our big responsibilities is to balance the budget and pass a budget that accomplishes what we want in the government to keep things going, but also not to expend more than what we bring in. And so we've passed the base budget bills, which at least get us a budget, and we'll refine that over the few weeks. But right now, at least we'll have something to work with in case we have other problems down the road. The last thing I wanted to talk about is my tax bill, which is a prioritized bill that I have, which deals with some of the issues that we talked about in tax reform, but hopefully pares it down to things that are more acceptable and things that will help us to manage the budget structural problem. We've got a structural problem where we've got too much money, or a lot of money in income tax, which can only be used for education. We're trying to balance that with the sales taxes and change that so that our structure's right, and still we want to give some tax cuts. And so my bill balances some of that and reduces the income tax liability. It talks about the personal dependent credits and Social Security credits, and there's moving some other money from sales tax to income tax, and there's also a component which deals with gas taxes. So we're still working on that. Probably next week we'll get into that seriously and see if there's an appetite to look at taxes this year since the repeal of the tax reform, and we'll decide where we want to go, if we can piecemeal something that works or wait till next session. So that's kind of an update of what we've got going this week, and I appreciate your emails and your comments, your input. Hopefully I can get back to most of you on your comments, but it's good to hear from you, and have a good weekend. Thank you.